If you're using Premiere Pro and you've been thinking about learning DaVinci, don't. That's exactly what I was told the first time I downloaded Resolve. But here's the thing, I'm here today to tell you otherwise. You can keep editing in Premiere Pro, color grade like a pro in Resolve, and bring it all back together seamlessly. As you already know, DaVinci Resolve is hands down the best software for professional color grading. But there are still things I prefer about Premiere Pro. Things I just can't let go of. So I decided, why choose one when I can use both? And no, it's not complicated. I'll break it down into two different but simple workflows that I've used in the past, so you can choose which one fits best for your projects. Alright, workflow number one is perfect for you if you're new to DaVinci Resolve and you're way more comfortable on Premiere Pro. So I start by doing my timeline with all my footage from my shoot, and then I'll bring the selected clips to my main timeline where I'll do my sound design, my cuts, my motion graphics, everything except color grading. To help me better visualize my footage, I always turn on this setting here, Auto Detect Log Video Color Space. But just remember to turn it off once you're ready to export. So here's the trick. Before exporting, make sure to turn off all the visual tracks that don't have your footage on it. All of the adjustment layers, the motion graphics, the title, everything, except your raw footage. Now, forget your usual export settings. This time, we want to keep the image as close to raw as possible. For the format, we'll be selecting Apple ProRes, and then you'll see a bunch of different presets. ProRes 422HQ is my go-to. You'll get the best quality for 10-bit footage like S-Log3. If it's for social media, I might use the 422 Lite one, as it weighs half of what the HQ does. The ProRes 4444 is only necessary if you're working with high-quality footage, such as 12-bit, 16-bit, or if you need the alpha channel. So now take that MXF file and drag it into DaVinci. Now in DaVinci, you do Timeline, Detect Scene Cuts. This is gonna be separating all of the clips. And this feature is just like in Premiere. It's not 100% accurate, you might have to do a little bit of the tweaking with the cuts, but normally, it's not that big of a deal. Now you'll be color grading all of the clips one by one before exporting the entire sequence once again. And make sure to pick the same export settings as the first time. Back in Premiere, add the track right over your footage. Turn on the track you previously disabled, and then just slide in your color graded footage. And then your project will be ready for its final export. Now, workflow number two flips the order. I start in DaVinci, I preview my clips, I pick the best moments, I do a rough cut, right? It's not perfect cuts, it's just so that there's no excess footage that won't be needed. And then I export these graded clips and I bring them into Premiere Pro. The advantage of this method is that you only do one additional export compared to two in the previous method. You'll also be editing from the start with beautiful finished looking images. And it is perhaps the thing I enjoy the most with this workflow. So in general, for small shoots, smaller projects, I use this method and the previous one for bigger projects. So if you've been holding back from using DaVinci Resolve because it felt like too big of a switch, now you know you don't have to choose. If you found this useful, drop a like and feel free to ask me anything in the comments. And if you want to see more behind the scenes of my editing process, consider subscribing. Thank you for watching and happy editing.